from Rek'Sai, they were able to keep diving him. But Wolfie ended up with the most deaths and most kills on his team. So he's basically the sniper who has like 5 guys charging at him all the time, and he's still able to kill 1.
Yeah, it's impressive that he's keeping his cool under this tense situation and remaining to be able to hit these skill shots. Now we are in pick and ban already. The bans we've soared through, and Rowhammers again going back to that Kindred.
Yeah, I think this is exactly the same. First 3 picks exactly the same. First all bans on both sides exactly the same. If the teams go for exactly the same composition, they're basically saying, you know what, we did mess up on Frostbite's side. We did allow you guys to get this better turret bounce. It's not the composition, it was the way we executed it. So I actually think if Frostbite start drafting the same thing, Team Liquid Academy, they were already drafting reactively in game 1 on the red side. I think they're just going to draft exactly the same thing as well.
Yeah, we'll see if they decide to commit to it. Wolfie right now hovering Malphite and Karma as he scrolls through his picks. And it is a tense situation, you know, it takes a lot to say, all right, we lost this game, we lost with this team comp. Do we think we can do it again with the same thing?
Yeah, it's always really rough, but I know that I'll lose a game, right, with 5 members, and I'll say, you know what, let's just try it again. Let's just do it again. I know that you're a really good Xerath. I know that you're a really good Kindred, right? I know that we play these champions. We didn't pick them in game 1 for no reason. TM8, once again, he locks in Corki here. He's a really good Corki player. He was in the NACS on a team alongside Dardoch. Him and Wolfie were both on the same team, and these guys know each other's strengths and weaknesses, but they're going to keep going with what they know. They're going to go with their strength. They haven't changed anything. Nobody's changed anything so far. Did we hit like replay? Did we watch the VOD already?
I feel like we just did this before. Wait, does that mean we're in the Matrix? Oh no. I can do Kung Fu.
Deja vu?
Yeah. I can't actually do. All right, Rek'Sai and Shen picked up. Now the next 2, following the pattern, is going to be Xerath and Braum. We saw the hover from Dardoch. He was like, can we take that away? Should we take that away? Can we play against it again? There's the Braum. He locks it in. It's the same.
It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. There is a glitch in the Matrix right now. I'm glad that when we did that little bit, though, I was Morpheus.
Oh, yeah.
Because not a Keanu Reeves fan.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Guess who wins in the end?
Yep. I guess you're the one. You're the one.
Yeah.
Damn.
Ah, well.
Yeah. But I mean,
and it's Victor.
I'm okay. Yep, it's exactly the same. I'm okay with being a badass. No? Yeah, like Morpheus, legit badass.
Glasses with he has 100%. Glasses that don't need support. It's that good. But it's the same. They're doing okay. All right. Okay. Yep. Frostbite. This takes a lot of confidence. And if they, for our 3.5-minute break, they got together, they sat and said, "Can we do the same thing?" I think we can.
Well, I think they talked more about macro strategy and where they went wrong in macro strategy, where they should start warding instead. I think we're going to see more on the side of the Raptor pit for Wolfie. It's going to be exactly the same, too. They haven't swapped sides because of the way the side selection went for these 2 teams. So it's going to be Frostbite Blue, Liquid Academy on the red side, exactly the same picks for exactly the same players with exactly the same bans. And we did get confirmation that was, once again, this exactly the same, but it wasn't the same because now we're in this part of the timeline.
The timelines have split. The question is, will they converge? I don't even know what's going on there. But let's talk a little bit about the beginning of the game. We saw the early lane swap pulled out by Frostbite, and they did take that first turret, but Liquid reacted very quickly and appropriately. They closed the gold gap. They got Fabi to get some nice CS, and Zig, he just sat and farmed.
Yeah, I think that the big thing was the fact that Fabi got experience funneled onto him. He hit level 5 when he first had TM8 show up to the lane level 3, almost level 4. So when he hit 6, Binding came out from Matt. Doesn't matter if Matt's level 2, level 3. He throws it out, boom, immediately hits the trigger, and that's a ton of damage. Thunderlords goes off, and Hakuho, I understand the Braum pick. I know you want to do the Unbreakable and stand in front of the Misfortune ultimate and soak it all up, but Fabi's actually playing around that fairly well.
Yeah, he's been positioning really, really well in this team fight, but we want to see, now that you two, let us know who you think is going to win game number 2. Tweet at LOL Esports with the hashtag FBWin or hashtag TLAWin. According to the Matrix, I have lost my ability to speak.
Okay, that was the glitch.
Already.
That was the glitch.
That was the one. Is that the same wall over again? I don't know. It's the same thing. Okay. But all right, okay, so let's get back to the game. They're going in with the same teams. It's about execution once again.
Yes.
Frostbite, I'm so interested to see how they're going to play this out.
Yeah, I definitely am looking for movement and positioning at the start of the game, because if there's something that tips off that there's going to be another lane swap, who's initiating it? It was Frostbite last time. Are they going to go for it again and just say, you know what, we messed up, our bad, we're going to fix it this time?
Yeah, very tricky, and everyone has loaded onto the Rift. This is game number 2. Frostbite looking to take revenge against Team Liquid Academy as everyone rushes forward. Now, last time these two teams played in the HTC Ascension Tournament, TLA won game number 1, and then Frostbite won game number 2. So now, according to the Matrix, if we're seeing these glitches stack up properly, Frostbite should take this win. And again, Matt and Youngbin go to the exact same spot as last time at the exact same time. This time there's no ward for them to clear.
Oh, but they see Rowhammer's top, so there may not be a lane swap this time. But he's actually going to duck out of vision now. And there isn't really enough time for them to change sides of the map. And you can see the posture already for Fabi and Matt is they're going to stick to this bottom side. They're okay with going up in this 2-on-2. Frostbite, though, a little more hesitant, but they are going to start on this bottom side, and with some assistance to Zeri and Rowhammers on the top side.
It was the butterfly effect. The ward wasn't there. The entire scene of the map has changed. No more lane swap. We are still getting a bit of a... Oh, that's just a leash. That's not a double jungle.
Yeah, but they did the leash last time, and Matt's able to catch the wave and make it so that it's pushing against them. But if TM8 and Hakuho end up getting level 2 first, it could be a different lane.
Could very well. They are going to start off with this early Krug advantage. And again, Fabi sets a leash for Dardoch. Matt, he's waiting in the bottom. He's recalling right now. If he completes this recall, that could be a tricky.
Okay.
Oh, all right, he cancels it.
He's just checking. Okay, that's actually really smart, because sometimes you'll just say, I'm going to recall here so I can roam and be on the right timing. But Matt actually had the presence of mind to sit there and not complete it. TM8, though, hits level 2.
Yeah, very fast level 2. This
Zones
lane
him out.
Already completely different landscape. I believe both of those Krugs got on the mat, so he did get that level 2 really quickly. And now with the wave building, it's up to Fabi and Matt to keep themselves afloat.
Yeah, they're going to get some harass off here. It's going to be barely anything, though. Level 2 for Hakuho and TM8 for the dual lane of Frostbite. But it is a wave that's going to be stacking up here. So this is going to be different in the early game. Frostbite are not going to take another risk with that lane swap. But, oh, here comes Zeri early.
Gank finds Youngbin. He flashes the wall. Wolfie looks to chase. First blood on Wolfie Lol.
And that's going to be both summoners out of Youngbin, Flash and Ghost, for just Wolfie's Flash. And I'll be honest here, I don't even think Wolfie had to Flash for that. He got the damage off initially, and Kindred, with that gank very early, doesn't even have red buff. He cleared one side of his jungle, immediately runs to mid. You're actually going to hit that first gank before people expect it. You usually expect the first gank around now at 3 minutes and 10 seconds. That was around a 255 gank, which is earlier than you would think.
Things going great for Frostbite so far as Zeri gets that first gank off. Mid lane starts off with a quick advantage for Wolfie. He's going to recall, pick up his Frostfang components.
Oh man, he's off to a good start here on Zeri too. Yeah, he's going to get this blue buff. He's going to be able to 3-buff on Dardoch. If Dardoch doesn't get a gank off up top, yep, there's the ward from Rowhammer. He's going to be able to back off.
Yeah, Frostbite already. Looks like they do believe in the execution. Fabi goes forward. Binding finds Hakuho, but stand behind me keeps him safe with that damage reduction. Blue buff is stolen, and Frostbite. Wow, they are coming. This looks like a completely different team. We're 4 minutes in, and it looks like a completely different setup.
Yeah, and Zeri, he's had a very good start so far, clearing the side of his jungle, getting a kill onto Wolfie early, and Wolfie comes back, like you said, with the Frostfang already. Okay, good. So now Zeri's going to have his red buff, and here's the thing is the timing of the red buff. Usually you take red buff at around either when you first take it at around 2 minutes and 5 seconds, or you take it around 2 minutes and 45 seconds because you're a jungler and, you know, if you swap sides. Now he's going to take it at 4 minutes. So he's going to have this buff until about 5 minutes and a little bit of change on that. So he actually can get some good ganks off here with his level 5. See what he does, though? He is going to get spotted by a ward.
Yeah, he's there. Binding finds Hakuho as they trade some harass in the bottom lane. And Zeri, he's going to clear this out. It makes sense. Attack the lane that has no summoners. Youngbin bullied under his turret. only able to get some health potions after that death. No combat stats quite yet as he looks to try to CS. Zeri now heads to the bottom. Fabi and Matt, they could be pushing forward, but Zeri decides not to go in.
Oh, it's a wave that was pushing up as well, but there was, it looks like no ward in that bush. They just put one down for Zeri.
Oh,
They haven't seen it yet. Oh, if you can land.
Just turn it
Q
around.
here.
Oh, whoa! A lot of damage going down onto Fabi. Binding is going to land. Zeri chases him down. Matt is able to pick up Massacre. Fabi goes.
Oh, no.
The flash knockup finds Zeri. He decides to play it safe, running from Dardoch, but the rest of Team Liquid have joined the battle. They net 2 kills.
And that's Zig with the TP for the help out there. And Dardoch, he saw that one coming from across the map. Matt, though, another binding here. Don't think they're going to be able to chase that one. That was really well executed there. All of that early game from Frostbite, overwritten now. It means nothing. Equalized once again. Turret damage might come down here on this bottom lane, but so far, it's just Wolfie who's going to be seeing this lead.
Things going good again.
Oh, 6. He hit 6.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage. Youngbin dodges one, gets hit by the second, goes down. Wolfie with a solo kill.
And Wolfie, last game, like I said, he's the sniper that had pressure on him. No pressure now. No summoners on that guy. Just aim straight for the center of him. Don't even need the script.
Solid play. Here comes that action in bottom lane again.
Yeah, I like the W from Hakuho, but he misses the Q for that stack. And then the auto from Zeri actually looked like it didn't. It looked like Zeri went for an auto, canceled it. He went for Q, E. So his first auto didn't come out for a long time, so he actually never got the Braum stun off. E doesn't count as an auto attack, and Q doesn't count as an auto attack for actually applying the stacks of Winter's Bite. So unlucky there, but the Q from Hakuho not hitting, a little bit too far of a chase there. And you could have possibly gone on Morgana or the TP in. So Dardoch, right place, right time, and pretty much an over-aggressive play once you had missed the Q from Hakuho.
Yeah, Frostbite trying to maintain the aggression, but another good response from Team Liquid Academy. It's even 2-2 in kills, even in gold. Really the only big difference that we're seeing is remarkably a CS advantage for Zig in the top lane and a slight advantage for Wolfie in the mid.
The Wolfie one, not too surprising. The top one, it's also not too surprising as well. He did itemize for this type of scenario. Rowhammers though. Oh, watch out for Wolfie.
Wolfie.
Dardoch though.
Wolfie's just gonna walk out of this. Doesn't burn any summoners. Youngbin tries to harass him out. He's now standing in the Chaos Storm, but just walks to the side.
Yeah, was able to judge the damage, not a big deal. Going for the blue, and because Gravity Field was used when Wolfie first walked up, Dardoch was off on the side clearing a ward, walks through, and he knew he didn't have Gravity Field left, so he was completely fine to walk past the victor.
Yeah, Wolfie playing very close to the chest right now with about 300, 400 health. Decides to sit back with his blue buff and just regenerate it right back up. Meanwhile, Liquid,
they're looking for a dive here.
Building. Massacre gets caught. Dardoch joins the battle. It's a lot of damage. Soul Shackles is used. Hakuho's the one who goes down. Zig joins the fight with the Stand United, but Relentless Force brings him low. Zig goes down to the flash from Rowhammers. Dardoch and Matt try to trade it. Massacre goes in. Fabi's overextended now. Thunderlord does so much. Zeri nets the kill.
Wolfie has ultimate. If he can start making it down here, he might be able to pick up another kill on top of this.
He's racing as quick as he can. Drops one, looks for 2. Is he going to get? He does! Killing spree. He's found now by Youngbin.
No mana on Youngbin.
Flash. A lot of damage. They're looking for it. Rowhammers is right there. Will they be able to get this? Youngbin gets away.
Well executed there from Wolfie. I thought he was actually going to roam even earlier, but he tried to push in Youngbin. Youngbin uses his last bit of mana to actually try and counter shove the wave, and then he doesn't have enough to actually kill Wolfie.
So close for Youngbin, but Wolfie, man, I'm sure he was counting the mana of Youngbin. He's all right, 124. He can't turn this around. Here's the dive.
We have a 3.2, 3.3, repeating of course, chance of survival. But look at this. Once again, they're trying to go with the same play. And now that Frostbite have seen it, Rowhammers, this is one of his best TPs of the series. Early, gets him here, flash, picks up the kill, even though there's 3 people on top of each other, gets the right target. And then TM8 actually makes it out as Fabi is overextended. And then I really just like the roam here. You can see even on the map. Yeah, he had to clear that last bit of the wave. All 3. Yeah. Nice. Well played there. And then Wolfie knows.
He's like, yes, exactly as I predicted. 48 mana, not enough to use anything.
Yeah, and he actually got both sums out of Youngbin again. You saw that ghost there?
And again, The turnaround from Frostbite. These games have been swinging more than a preschooler's gym set. This is back and forth. You're looking for it. You're looking.
No, I'm not looking for anything. I'm just going to let that one sit. Yeah.
Right.
Have you ever heard me and Freak cast together? I just let them kind of echo in the room.
Okay, all right.
And allow them to bounce off the walls and reverberate into your brain as you go, ah, what have I just done? But you seemed proud of it, so.
No, I thought it was good. Uh-oh, here comes Dardoch looking for Wolfie.
Very over-aggressive, though. He just wants to clear this wave so that Youngbin has a chance to back and even pick up the blue without any pressure on him.
Ooh, binding again.
Oh, Fabi has ulti.
For 8, there's a lot of damage traded. Soul Shackles is going to lock him down. Poor guy didn't even get to move.
Oh, you saw there, the binding came out, the ultimate from Matt. Hakuho, right now, he's most concerned with not so much blocking the damage of the ultimate, but getting his ultimate off in a line towards Fabi every time Fabi ultis. But if Matt catches onto that, Matt's just going to black shield him. Every time Fabi goes for an ultimate, black shield him.
Yeah, tricky situation for Frostbite as that first pick bottom lane is so very potent. Wolfie with the completed Frostfang shoved forward, but it looks like Team Liquid Academy are going to take the first turret of the game as this bottom tier 1 goes down.
Pressure from this bottom lane. You can tell they didn't want to 2v2 this in the first game on Frostbite's side. They wanted to avoid that like the plague. It's actually going to give him information. Dardoch, ooh, that 4-second slow coming out right as he engages in. Right in front of him.
Looking for it. Youngbin just barely dodges the last hit.
Zeri's here.
Yeah, he's getting burned down. Zeri has joined the fight. The slow lands. Dardoch getting poked. He turns on the Youngbin. There's the Stand United. They're trying to bait it out. Lamb's respite is enough. Dardoch is going to try to do what he can, but with his mid laner dead, he has to retreat. Oh no, he gets it.
At the very end, though, is it red buff minions? Regardless, I was very surprised that Zig's ultimate actually didn't continue to go through. Ended up interrupting it, making sure that he didn't come to this fight, and I thought they were actually going to get more off of it, possibly taunt on Wolfie. But it did make Zeri stay in a little bit longer than he probably should have.
Yeah, it looks like Team Liquid, now that they have lost that trade, that puts Frostbite at 6-5. They're down in gold despite being up in kills because of that turret advantage. And with Fabi clearing his bottom tier 1, he's going to head top. Just try to poke a little bit onto Rowhammers. Here comes Matt to help him out.
Yeah, a lot of the poke from Misfortune is actually magic damage, though, because of Thunderlords and the way that Make It Rain is in terms of damage type. So the fact that he has that shroud for himself, or the Spirit Cowl, or, oh my gosh.
Spectre's Cowl.
Spectre's Cowl.
That's the
Spirit Visage, Spectre's Cowl. Spectre's Cowl. He has a Spectre's Cowl for himself, so he's not going to be taking too much damage, but the fact he hasn't itemized armor just yet could be a little detrimental because of Fabi's build. Once again, same thing. I'm actually very curious as to this build, because he doesn't get crit, he just gets flat damage for himself with his first few investments. Because what this build does is this build actually keeps Crit Cloak out of your inventory for a long time. He's more interested in the flat damage.
Ooh, the binding gets dodged by Rowhammers as he reads the combo from Matt and Fabi. They continue to keep forward pressure while Zig looks to push in the bottom. Youngbin takes a lot of harass. Once again, Wolfie pulls the trigger, fires 3, but hits 1. Zig gets out alive.
Wolfie, every time. Wolfie's a very good Xerath player. He's pretty much a Xerath one-trick, and what he does is every time he pokes you down to a certain percent, he knows his damage output. If he can land all 3, he's going to be able to kill you. Zeri, though!
Oh, wow! He goes down! Dardoch on a killing spree. No Lamb's respite there.
There's a Warrior for you. Warrior Rek'Sai. Instant auto attack with the reset. Dardoch now 2 levels up over Zeri. Oh, man. He didn't have Lamb's Respite available. Lamb's Respite available.
14 minutes in, with Zeri dead, that means the lanes are feeling pretty comfortable as Liquid continue to put forward pressure on this top lane. They're slowly whittling down the turret. Again, Massacre gets caught by the taunt from Zig. He's chunked down to half health as Zig is not stopping. Walking on top of the Valkyrie like it doesn't mean a thing. Is Zig gonna chase? He does indeed. Massacre gets slaughtered.
The teammates going, when is the Shen rework?
Yeah.
When is this coming out? I just saw it today. Not today for him. Unlucky.
Most unlucky indeed. Some trading in the mid as Wolfie and Youngbin continue to go toe-to-toe. Here's Zeri in the top. Matt's overextended. Stand United buys him time. Black Shield keeps him alive, but he finally drops the turnaround. Hakuho goes down. Rowhammers makes it out of the big damage from Fabi.
You gotta stop fighting this because Dardoch is off on the side here. he can start exploiting this because they're so far up. There you go. He doesn't have flash. Used it previously for a flash knockup. But they know where Dardoch is now. So Wolfie will probably back off from where he was, make sure that he's not in too much danger. But they might collapse on him too, now that they actually have direct eyes on Dardoch.
Yeah, so it is a 1-for-1 trade. The tier 1 turret is secured by Team Liquid, and Frostbite have yet to take one. Lots of damage being tossed out as he tries to zone Fabi away. Zeri's waiting in the edge of the Lamb's Respite, flashes the wall, but Dardoch again, 4-0-1, picks up his 4th kill.
Oh man, this is definitely the matchup to watch. Zeri versus Dardoch. One of them is 4-0, the other's 3-4. A lot of these kills on Dardoch as well are from killing Zeri. He's not been having a good time in this matchup on Zeri's side. Dardoch, though, 3 levels up. And I think he's actually rather close to being 4 levels up, because Zeri, he just keeps getting his jungle stolen. He runs into lanes, and he's actually tied for lowest level in the game with both Matt and Hakuho, whereas Dardoch is tied for highest level in the game.
Yeah, Matt, you just saw him trying the same binding over the wall strategy as previously, but he caught a Raptor in the face. This time Dardoch is going to find Massacre alone in the top. Here's Teleport, Rowhammers, not Rowhammers, that's Zig who joins them. Oh man,
they wish it were.
Nightmares. Yeah, Fabi is the one who nets the kill, but Dardoch isn't done quite yet. Eats a slow from Hakuho, but he's still chasing.
Matt's coming around though. If Matt can land the binding.
Oh, whoa, Hakuho barely reads that. Rowhammers, meanwhile, takes the bot T1.
Yeah, Rowhammers, he did have TP, but he doesn't have ultimate, so the effect of the Malphite TP, much lower when you don't have that ultimate available. You want to have that burst play when you come out. They do get a turret though.
Oh, Youngbin gets the blue this time. Looks like Dardoch is not going to snag that away from his mid laner. Spooky Ghost spots it out as Massacre rides his package into the mid lane. 0-4 right now. Massacre's having a bit of trouble.
Yeah, Massacre a little bit behind in farm as well. He hit the Trinity Force. The builds are rather expensive, especially in terms of build-up, because you have all the parts, and then the build that Fabi's been going for just seems really big on just auto-attack trading and your flat raw damage. So I actually really like that build out of Fabi.
Yeah, working very well. And, you know, now that we've got a bit of a lull, everybody's recalled, they're playing around the map right now. Let's take a minute to compare. In game number 1, Team Liquid took the early advantage once again. Team Liquid put out a lot of pressure across the map, and then they started trying to continue to consume that pressure, try to capitalize on it more and more. Oh, Dardoch finds Wolfie. Flash is used. Wolfie's overextended with no escapes. He's almost certainly going to go down, but here comes Frostbite. They're trying to help it out. Zeri gets no respite. It's a double kill for Zig as he chases forward.
Yeah, they're trying to help out, but it's that whole, I'm helping, but I'm actually not. Everybody just shows up to go down on Frostbite's side, and TLA, they get the inside track here to pinch Rowhammers and possibly get another kill for themselves.
The binding lands. There goes the gravity field. He makes it over the wall, but he's still caught by the stun. Soul Shackles is evaded as well. Rowhammers with the juke, but he's going the wrong way. That mid-tier 1 is almost certainly caught. Oh, lands the binding and the taunt, but he doesn't have any follow-up from damage.
Oh, he's going the long way. Rowhammers, join the Globetrotters. Oh, Dardoch.
Oh, he's going low. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Oh, it's Zig, unstoppable at 6-1-4.
Oh, man. Take off every Zig. He's going crazy right now. I think that this is a very, very, very scary game because your tanks are actually getting a lot of the kills here. So what if Youngbin isn't? Grasp of the Undying is helping out Zig so much. You saw those earlier trades. When he's doing 3% of his max HP and he's stacking these HP items, it gets quite scary quite quickly.
Yeah, ooh, Dardoch goes into the enemy team. Doesn't quite see him just yet. He's chunked so low. He goes down. It's Zeri who picks up the kill, but Zig with a flash on again finds Massacre. Valkyries to safety as Matt looks for yet another binding.
You can see Zig, he's extremely durable right now. You see those numbers popping up consistently, getting HP back. You can take some poke and then some, but even when Wolfie hits him like that, look at how much was taken out of his life bar. Not too much. And Wolfie's almost out of mana too. Their wave clear's pretty much non-existent now.
Binding finds Rowhammers. He doesn't have his unstoppable force, but they're focused on the tier 2 this time. They take it out as Zig misses his taunt. He's slowed down. So much is being dropped to get that bounty. Will he be able to get out of here? He is. The red buff from Zeri secures it.
And that's going to be Zeri trying to put on his carry pants for this game. Looks like Yomu's Ghostblade is what's in for him next in his inventory. working towards that. When he gets that, he actually does have pretty good pick threat, but he's still 3 levels down on Dardoch. It's all about this comeback game in terms of levels for Frostbite. You're playing these fights at not just a gold deficit, but an ability rank deficit.
Such a scary situation for Frostbite. Despite starting strong in this one, Liquid playing so smart, though they are running with the same plays, but they're working.
Yeah.
Why change it?
Yeah, and the thing is that this is a different focus game. They focused on the side lanes in the 2-on-2. Youngbin hasn't had too much of this game, but we'll see if he can get some right now. Zig, though.
Oh, no. Massacre gets out. A lot being thrown to try to pick him off. 0-4.
Wolfie, if he can get Fabi here.
Boom. 2, 3. It's a lot of damage plus the Thunderlord. The slow is continuing to be used, but he should be safe. Doesn't burn his flash. Knows he can survive it.
Yeah, just testing the waters there, you know. Wolfie saying, okay, all right, I see you. Next time, I'll have a needlessly large rock. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll up the ante this time around. But this time it's Frostbite. Back in the mid lane, they look for some pressure.
Oh, Frostbite!
Oh, Zig secures the big Krug.
Krug life.
Yeah, the 2 top laners are in the bottom. Teleport available.
Oh,
Here comes Zig. They're going to collapse on this Dardoch. Chasing forward. Zig is right behind them. He lands onto Wolfie. Wolfie goes low. The respite keeps him alive. He's got to sit inside of the enemy team. He's finally going to drop. So much being thrown to try to take him out. Rowhammers finally joins up with the rest of his team, but it's too little too late.
Yeah, Zig with the TP play from behind that ward that was just stuck in the middle of that lane between the tier 1 and tier 2 that were dead of Frostbites. Gets a nice flank taunt onto Wolfie. He can't do anything about that. And no TP to answer from Rowhammers. His is just up right now.
22 minutes in, Team Liquid are on the Baron. Wolfie is dead.
This is still dangerous.
He's about to get his smite in just a bit. Youngbin has no ultimate. He used it to bring down Zeri. Matt trying to kite it out. They're looking to bring that Baron down. Rowhammers has his ultimate. Can they drop it? The damage is being tossed. They go on to Fabi. Fabi's low. He's almost certainly going to go down. Baron is secured. He flashes the wall to safety. Hakuho, meanwhile, is chasing Youngbin. They're going to look for Rowhammers. The binding finds Massacre. He gets dropped, and Liquid are turning this around. A double kill for Dardoch.
TM8 used his Valkyrie in. Wild Turtle, please.
Oh no, Dardoch isn't done yet. A triple kill for Dardoch. Oh, he's got the stand united now. No, taunt is going to land. They turn now on to Wolfie. Could this be the Quadra? It is.
Oh, he's gonna go for penta.
Over the wall. He's looking for the penta kill. Hakuho is going to die. Penta kill for Dardoch.
And this is the guy that people are saying is the best challenger jungler right now in the scene. Moon said it in his AMA, LCS jungler who played against him multiple times. People cannot stop singing his praises.
Amazing play from Dardoch in this set. 23 minutes in, it's an 8,000 gold lead. Dardoch picks up a pentakill. Youngbin gets 2 quadras and a triple. Things are going good for TLA.
Yeah, people don't care about the quadrant. It's that pentakill.
Yeah.
That's the highlight reel right there.
I was actually waiting for Zig to like try to come over the wall and snag it, but it doesn't quite happen. Youngbin, bit overextended here. He's going to find Zeri. Massacre joins the battle and is able to secure
right into it.
He dashes into a binding, but... Oh, man. I feel like that was the self-fulfilling prophecy, you know? I have to go in. I have to get it. But here's that fight at Baron.
Rowhammers goes straight for Fabi. Only hits Fabi. Here's the thing. They're trying to get them off on the side. Watch TM8 here. Goes straight in. What is this? He walks too far forward. And he doesn't even have Valkyrie at that point as well. I thought he Valkyried it. He just walked into the pit. Way too aggressive, but the kills went over to Dardoch. Dardoch now on that timer, still very aggressive. Everybody else backed off. Youngbin's back in base. Triple kill for Dardoch, and you can see just the levels. He's level 14. Enemy mid laner is level 13. Even his top laner's 13, and he gets his quadra kill here. But then he knows Hakuho. He's hunted for it.
Yeah.
Doesn't want it to happen, though. But it does.
Yeah, pentakill for Dardoch. In the bottom of your screen, you just saw Dragon #1 secured by Team Liquid Academy right on time, 24 minutes into the game. They've got Dragon 1 for the damage scaling. They've got Baron buff for what looks like another 45 seconds. Frostbite have got to be reeling from this pressure that Liquid are putting on, but Liquid aren't done yet.
Yeah, and I was talking last game about how much work Matt was doing. This game, A lot of it is Matt in the bot lane with Fabi. But honestly, Dardoch and Zig, that combination has been so deadly. They're at the right place at the right time. Those globals have been affecting the map so much. And Dardoch's positioning, even without using his ultimate, has been big. But speaking of globals, there's a TP.
Yeah, teleport coming in from behind. Fabi looks like he might be the target, but no, they're turning it around. Youngbin seems to be the primary one. He goes down. The Lamb's Respite buys time. Rowhammer's caught in the binding, threading the needle. He's going to go down. Zig isn't done. Fabi's chasing forward with the double. It's Zig who denies the triple, but they're not done yet. Binding is going to go wide, but the tier 2, the taunt lands. They're not done. Wolfie and Hakuho jump to safety.
It's so difficult for Frostbite to find anything to do. The tanks are so tanky right now. They've got the kills. They have all the items. You see Wolfie, he was throwing out ultimates at Youngbin. Sure, you can get the squishy guy off the field, but these are tanks that are doing massive damage. Dead Man's Plate, Hex Drinker. You also have a Warrior enchant for Dardoch, and then Grasp on top of all that. They are doing so much.
Yeah, the inhibitor turret is dropped 26 minutes in. The inhibitor follows. Spooky Ghosts is going to follow Rek'Sai and not catch up. And Liquid back away with that inhibitor secured. Dardoch returns to the scene of the crime of that pentakill. I think he's just gonna like hang out over there now. Like, hey guys, you remember that pentakill I got? Yeah.
It's my lucky spot. He's hoping to tilt them. He's like, Zeri, you know, hey. Last time we saw him here. But no, he's not gonna have any of that. Backs off. This was a good TP, but its initial engage is interrupted, but just you thought they were going to go after Fabi. They went after Youngbin with the ultimate, and then Fabi just gets to sit back, channel the full ultimate, and the Misfortune ultimate damage is insane, especially when you get some crit waves in there too. So neglecting Fabi seemed like a large mistake, especially since Youngbin was 1-4 before that. Fabi was sitting on 1-1. But Fabi had more CS. Fabi was able to just channel a full ultimate. Youngbin looks a little out of position, sure, but I definitely think that Fabi's the juicier target in this point in time.
You've got to imagine what's going through Rowhammer's head, though. Fabi has flash dodged the Malphite ultimate, not once, but twice.
I actually don't think he had flash when that happened. I think his flash just came up.
Uh-oh. Zig might be a little overextended. Zig forced a flash to get out of there. And continues to put on pressure while it looks like Dardoch and Matt put some pressure on the mid inhibitor turret. Fabi in the top is going to clear out the last remaining tier 2 of Frostbite. They're not done pushing just yet. Matt tosses a binding and eats a Spooky Ghost as the siege continues.
I like this. This is the 3-1-1 Youngbin, large amount of wave clear pushing down the middle. Then you have Zig, bottom lane, pushing up that. He's making sure that these super minions make it all the way to the Nexus and start dealing a lot of damage to these turrets, chipping them out. But he can always move up towards the mid lane, get some damage on that turret. You really have to pull the trigger here, but you need Rowhammers to do that. He's your engage.
And currently in the bottom lane, damage finds Fabi. Thunderlords again procs. Whoa. There's a Stand United very early out of Zig. He's going to join up with Fabi, who's actually completing his recall right now, in Team Liquid Academy. They set up the siege, but after the poke from Wolfie, decide to back off.
Now you back off as if you're TLA. You set up for the Baron, which is in 30 seconds. You have these waves all shoved up. Bottom lane, the opposite side of Baron, pushing in your favor constantly because you have those super minions. And Rowhammers isn't going to have TP in time.
Yeah, very short window for Rowhammers. This could be Team Liquid Academy trying to sneak a Baron in.
Actually,
sneaky situation. 29 minutes in, 11 kill advantage, 11,000 gold advantage. Dardoch might be looking for another penta as he finds Hakuho. Spell Shield is going to find Dardoch. A huge package gets dropped. Matt gets soaked a lot, but Fabi answers right back. The Lamb's Respite keeps Zeri alive. He's knocked up, flashes away, but this could be the turn. Rowhammers is right there. He's got his ultimate. They're trying to turn it around, but Zig is so tanky. Dardoch flashes forward. He looks for Zeri. He finds it, dominating now. The rest of Frostbite are zoned away.
They don't even have Youngbin in this fight, and Rowhammers, he hasn't used his ultimate. He's just running around trying to find a place to use it, and he can't. He does have TP, though. I misspoke earlier. It came up right as the Baron was coming up, so really aligned on that one. But I don't think they're going to be able to make a play here. They just have to protect their base. Frostbite stuck in their base. They're about to have another siege with Baron on them in a few seconds here.
Yeah, 30 minutes in, Baron buff picked up by Liquid Academy as they net another kill. This is such a strong play we've seen out of Team Liquid, looking like they want to improve their score of 3-1 from the HTC Ascension.
Well, they're already 5-1 if you're playing a...
Overall, yes.
Playing a best of 10.
Oh, looks like the ultimate is topped. Here comes
Brohammers
from behind. Youngbin gets caught. He turns it around. I didn't see the knock-up on the Youngbin. He's trying to look for more damage. Fabi's right on top of him. The bullet time does so much. Dardoch again in the enemy team. They net 2 kills. Zeri's right there. He doesn't have the respite in time. Youngbin lands the laser with a flash. It's 4 kills. The only survivor is Wolfie, but Liquid look to take game number 2. Dardoch doesn't even care about the turret. They're on the Nexus. TLA are going to start this series 2-0.
They only need one more game to be in the NA Challenger Series for spring 2016 and to compete for a spot in the LCS. They are definitely starting off on the right foot. There's all the pressure onto Frostbite. TLA, they can lose a few games. They have wiggle room now. That was the same draft over again from both sides, and you have to look back at it and say, you know what? Even if it played out well early for Frostbite, it still wasn't just macro problems. It looks like the compositions, TLA is just way happier with what they have. They think they have a better bot lane matchup. They think that their jungler can apply more pressure around the map. Sure, the Victor is what faltered this time, but Zig in the top lane, he was able to supplement everybody. If you are having a hard time, Zig's going to show up and help you. His global pressure and the fact that Liquid is working as a team is very scary. And Frostbite, they're going to continue to struggle in this series, even if it goes to a Game 5 from here.
And this was what we expected out of Liquid. This is a team that's focused on communication, focused on teamwork. We often call it an intangible, but the fact that it is so constant with this team, they got something.
Yeah, they definitely have something. I know that there's a difference in terms of what's going on with the two teams. Frostbite are all remote. They aren't playing in the same place. Whereas TLA, they actually all live together right now in the Liquid house. So they've been around each other for a good amount of time. Fabi recently came in. He was the last member who had been playing, I think, from Florida previously. So Florida ping, but it's not actually a problem anymore. But yeah, this is a team that actually has been spending a lot of time together. And when I talk to them, they're all very happy with each other. They're very friendly. And Dardoch said, I basically can't hate any of these guys. I'm around them all day and pretty much forced to like them. But the good thing is that I already would have liked them anyway.
Yeah. Good team synergy there. Meanwhile, on our other games, Top Gaming is seeking revenge for their first game loss by taking a fast lead in game number 2. At the 17-minute mark, Ezreal and Braum have won 2 2-versus-2 fights in bottom lane to give Pinoy a 4-0 lead over Astral Authority's bottom lane. Slushy's Corki is up 40 CS in the mid lane after an early first blood invading Astral Authority's red side at the beginning of the game, and Acadian's Nidalee has made herself at home in Surefire's jungle, picking up 3 kills. Top Gaming banned away Mundo and picked away Ezreal, which were problem picks in game number 1.
I'm quite interested to go and watch that series and see what the Ezreal was able to do, because if the Ezreal was a problem pick on this patch with Fervor Battle not applying on Qs and stuff like that, I definitely think that that in Pinoy's hands, I want to see that. I'm going to go watch that VOD later and be like, what was up with that Ezreal?
Yeah, I'm actually excited to check out what's going on with the Corki. Faker played it last night. Now we're seeing it again in the Challenger Series. This thing has been all over the place. Very solid. But
I just saw it too. Go 1-7.
Yeah.
Not in mid, though.
Not in mid lane. In bottom lane. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It looks to be an exciting game, the other series. Hopefully we'll get a chance to take a look at more of these games. And if it does go to that 1-1 and continue past, we might get an opportunity. Because, again, Team Liquid are 1 win away in the set currently.
Yeah, and there's so much pressure on Frostbite right now. They were under pressure when they messed up in game 1, but they ended up saying it was just the pressure. We're going to try again. And the glitch in the Matrix did not do anything to rewrite history. Yeah. So it was exactly the same result. They ended up losing once again. But I think that this time, don't go with the same thing. Try something new. I mean, this is your back's against the wall.
Yeah.
Bring something new out. ban something new, force them to change. Because if TLA make it into the Challenger Series with just running the same thing 3 times, nobody's tested them.
Exactly. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Anyways, after the break, we'll see if Frostbite can keep the series alive or if Team Liquid Academy can lock their spot into the Challenger Series. Don't go anywhere.
Shame on you. It's the rest of the say.
No, it's shame on me.
No.
Because it's fool me once, shame on you.
me.
Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah.
But racing as quick as he can, drops one, looks for 2. Is he going to get it? He does! Killing spree. Zig is right behind them. He lands onto Wolfie. Wolfie goes low. The respite keeps him alive. He's got to sit inside of the enemy team. He's finally going to drop. And Liquid are turning this around. Taunt is going to land. They turn now onto Wolfie. Could this be the Quadra? It is. Hakuho's over the wall. He's looking for the pentakill. Hakuho is going to die. Pentakill for Darda. He turns it around. I didn't see the knock-up on the Young Pin. He's trying to look for more damage. Fabi's right on top of him. The bullet time does so much. Dardock again in the enemy team.